Hello? Hello? Is it me you're looking for? Must be. Looks like I'm live. Awesome. Man, that quality sucks. Oh, 360p. Show me 1080p, baby. There we go. That's much better. Oh, I look good there. Let me grab my drink. I put it up there out of the camera. Do I have volume? Oh, let me turn the speaker on. Hey, Matt German. Design it, build it, repair it. Hello, sir. Hello, people. Hello, folks. Let me grab my drink. There we go. How's that music? Is it too loud? I put it up there out of the camera. Oh, turn that up a bit. Volume. Okay. I think I got volume. I think this is working. Hey, Rex Waldy. Hey, Non-Fam. Hey, Shadell. Hello, hello, hello. I thought I would pop on tonight and just do a Klicky probe. But I need to check, make sure my music's not too loud. Okay. I think I got volume. I think this is working. Hey, Rex Waldy. Hey, Non-Fam. Hey, Shadell. Hello, hello, hello. I thought I would pop on tonight and just... I actually think it's working. Okay, cool. So I'm still getting used to this kind of an oddball setup I'm doing here. So just forgive-moi, por favor. Let's make that screen a little smaller. There we go. So I want to work on. I've printed all the parts. So if I flick over to the Cool Kid camera here. You can see that I've printed all the... I wasn't 100% sure because I forgot which parts to print. So I just went ahead and printed every Klicky probe part that was available to print. So, and then of course we have the Klicky probe, or the Klicky Kit, that came with the Trident kit from LDO Motors. So there we go. And I have the instructions for the Klicky. Let me pull them up. What's going on with this gangsta music? Is there like, can you actually hear the music? Let me check. Trident kit from LDO Motors. So there we go. And I have the instructions for the Klicky. Let me pull them up. I can't tell how loud it is or if there's music, but if you say there's gangsta music, there's gangsta music. You should have heard some of the music I downloaded. I'm surprised in the YouTube library they have music with the F-bomb in it, and they have, like, I guess R-rated music, I suppose, if you want to call it that. But anyways, I need to find. I had all my windows closed on me for some reason, but I need to find really quick. I'm going to find the Klicky probe window. And fortunately, they give me a link to it on the bag. So I got to go to, because I just need to follow the instructions. It was a long time since I built the last one, so I need to go to github.com/JLAS1/Klicky probe. Hey, right there. I've already been to this page. So there's all the pictures. There we go. And now I need to find the actual images of the instructions. So here we go. So I gotta switch to the other camera to do this though. Klicky and I'm design it, build it, repair it. Very good question. I'm actually gonna do the tap eventually. I'm having a brain fart here. Oh, anyways, oh man, I'm having a brain fart. I'm having a tap sent to me by he's a regular on my streams. That's awful. It's just one of those nights. It's embarrassing. I should know his name. But anyway, sending me a tap. But the first tap I get is going to go on the it's going to go on the 2.4, I believe. But because this kit that I'm building for the Trident was sponsored by LDO and Sparta, I'm kind of building it to spec. Now, when I say to spec, yes, it came with the other inductive probe, but they also did include the Klicky Kit. So I'm going to put the Klicky Kit on it, make sure it's working, and we'll go from there. And then we can update it after everything is done and I've built it to the specs type thing. So yeah, that's my story. So let me grab a drink of my cold Coke Zero. Oh, and Hazed Hoonigan, I'm doing good tonight. My eyes are slowly healing. They're healing. They're getting better every day. I'm not sure if it was you, Hazed Hoonigan, whoever recommended those yellow clip-ons. Those things work great. They take a lot of the glare away from everything around me, so I am happy. I wear those things every morning, every evening, driving home to and from the office. So let's switch over to this guy. So this is the probe we're making, basically this one right here. So we got the bill of materials. So I've got all the materials. I just need to remember how the darn thing is made and which pieces exactly to use. But right now, the first thing I want to build is the part that goes onto the hot end, because that is the this isn't the instructions I'm looking for that. But the one I want to build is this one right here, the part that goes onto the hot end. This guy right in here. So, but this is not the page I'm looking for. I'm just going to scroll up here a little bit. I'm either going to use, I have printed everything so that I can do an adjustable mount. And you did, Shadell. Thank you so much. Yes, they work. They help tremendously to cut down the glare of the oncoming lights. So I really like them, actually. They're great in the daytime too. So I'm either going to use the adjustable mount like I had to on the 2.4, but I printed all the mounts. The only one I didn't print is this end one, I don't think. No, I didn't. So I printed a whole bunch of different options here for the mounts, and we'll have to see which one actually will work. I figure I'd rather print everything and then have what I need and what I don't need. It's scrap or spare, and rather than print, gee, I think I need this one, and go, oh damn, I needed the other one. So, but photos, is it under the photos where I saw it before? There is, I had a page here. Maybe it was under printers. No, Clicky probe. And then I believe it was under probes. There we go. And I believe it was Clicky NG, because I'm using the NG with no glue. This is the one I'm looking for. Yes, right here. Okay, this is the page I was looking for. There's the pieces I'm going to need for the Clicky NG. This is perfect. And this is the this is everything except for, of course, the mount that goes onto the frame, because we don't quite know which one we're going to use yet. So this is kind of the parts that we want to lay out here and get these parts going. Yeah, tap seems to be really back ordered. I know that my local guy says he's working on getting kits, but I think there's going to be such a high demand up front for it now. That's why I'm really excited that I have one on the way to me. Wow. He's going to pop on stream tonight, guaranteed. And I'm going to be embarrassed because I'm just... Why can I... Anyways, that's okay. My mind is full. So I'm going to switch over to this camera here. And we're going to find these parts that I just saw in the image. Now, does this thing here work like this? There it is. Yeah, there we go. I like that picture-in-picture so I can be seen up there. So we're going to grab the parts we need, which are... Now, it's either this one or this one. I believe it's this one right here. No, it's neat. It doesn't look like it's either one of those. I wonder if they've changed some parts here. Anyways, we're going to keep those two handy. It's going to be... I believe it's going to be this one. It looks like they've changed this up slightly. And then we're going to need, according to the diagram, we're going to need this one here. Okay, so we'll need this one here. Let's put it so you guys can see it right there and there. And then we're going to need this little assistant guy here. I'm going to put them in the same order they have them on the screen. This one right here, it's either that one or that one. I'm not sure if it's a 3mm or if it's that one there. So we're going to have an option of those two parts here. Then we have this guy here. And again, there's two of these. One is a 3mm and one is a standard. And I think that depends on the size of the magnets you're getting, but we will see. And then there's this little odd looking one here, but I think that was a spare part. Or was that this part that goes here? Maybe that's this one. And then we have, of course, that little spacer, which I got right here. Okay, and then we have our magnets, which is in the kit. We have our switch, which is in the kit. And then the other piece they're showing is this guy right here. This one right here. Okay, so let's kind of eliminate the rest of this stuff for now, so that we have basically just what they're showing in the kit. Okay, so now if I scroll down, we'll switch back here for you guys, and we'll scroll down. Yeah, and then okay, probe assembly. Yeah, this all looks very familiar now, because we're going to insert the magnets. All the magnets get inserted, and some of them, and they should all be, and then we do the wiring and yada yada yada. So okay, let's go back to square one. So we'll go probe assembly. Here we go. Okay, I wish I could throw this screen up with the other screen. I might be able to. That way you can kind of get an eye on what's going on. Let me see if I can do that real quick. If I can put display 2, I should be able to. If I can put display 2 as a source onto, well, I just have to get into OBS real quick, and we're going to add a source. We're going to add a display capture, and it's going to be existing display 2 left, and okay. There we go. And I can just shrink that down a little bit, like kind of maybe just right there. And then you get kind of an idea of what we're doing here. There we go. Okay. And then I can still see chat, and we're all happy and all good. Okay, so let's open this little bag. Oh, if I'm over here more, it's easier to see. There we go. So this comes with everything we need, and then some. So we have a couple screws. We have our switch, which is the actual Klicky probe. Then we have a tiny, I mean, that is one super tiny drill bit. I think it's just to clean holes out in here to run the wires through. And we have some M3x10, 10 M3x10 screws. We have 2 M3x20 screws. And these are a lot of extra screws. Then we have our threaded inserts again. We have M5x10 screws. And then we have T-nuts, and we have self-tapping screws, and we have magnets, and then we have our wire, which has got the plug built into it to go onto the PCB, and it's pre-stripped on the end here. So I mean, everything I need is here. I shouldn't even have to make my own wire. I think I need to move this camera a little more, that angle right there. That looks a little better to get my desktop kind of all in there. So have I by chance, hey John Strand, have I by chance done one of these? Voron 2.4 R2 kinematic mount. Can't seem to find a video on somebody installing one. I've not done the kinematic mount. We were looking at that before I bought the Euclid probe. Seems to be similar. I've only ever done this Klicky probe. I've not even done the regular inductive probe that comes with it. So, okay, so I need, which piece do I need first? This one here, I believe, is the one that they're looking at with me here. Okay, and then we need, and this is we'll grab some magnets out of here, and we're going to need to do some heat insets as well, from what I gather here, but not at this point. So we'll grab the magnets, and these are 3mm magnets. Okay, so that basically tells me that I can eliminate this piece, and I can eliminate this piece. because these both have 3s printed on them, meaning that these are the 3mm parts. Okay, there's our magnets, and this is no glue. So first thing we do is we put a magnet underneath this little guy here, just like so. So that magnet just sits in, and it'll come out easy, but once this is all assembled, it won't come out so easy. Okay, and we get this little tiny little assistant thing to help us with. So we'll put that in there like so. I'm just strictly following the instructions you're seeing here, because it's been a while since I've done this. So I remember the first time I did it, it was a little bit confusing. So okay, let's scroll down. Then they've stood this up, and they put another magnet in the bottom. Okay, so basically we're putting another magnet in the bottom to hold this magnet in place. So I'm going to throw a magnet in the bottom here, and that'll just kind of fall, and that way that holds this guy in place. Okay, so far so good. And then it looks like, okay, so put one magnet in the back groove of the Klicky NG probe body, and then add another to the matching hole on the Klicky NG cap magnet helper. Now we're going to insert 2 magnets on the front sockets of the Klicky NG probe body. These magnets should have the inverted polarity of the back magnet. After inserting each one, make sure to add the corresponding magnet to the magnet helper. This will keep it in place. So the inverted polarity basically means opposite polarity of what we put this one in at. So how do I know that? Okay, so the inverted polarity, that's going to be the same polarity, and oh, come on. Okay. I am going to double check this, because I want to make sure I get the inverted polarity right. I'm going to pull this one out. So that's the same polarity. So the inverted polarity of this one's going to be this magnet turned over like that. So let's put this back in here. Let's put this back in here. And then this one is going to be inverted, which is going to be up this way. Okay, and then we put another one in the bottom while I hold this to help keep this one in place. Inverted polarity. Thank you, friendship. Like, subscribe, and share. That's awesome. Okay, so now the inverted polarity on both of them. So that means that this next one is going to have the same polarity as the one I just put in, which is that way. Working with magnets can be really fun sometimes. There we go. So we got that one. Now we'll hold that one in. We'll throw another one in the bottom of the helper. There we go. So we have all the magnets in the right spot with the polarities. So basically what we've got is we've got that with a little guy stuck in the back. These ones are sort of upside down or inverted to that one, and then we have the magnets in the bottom of this little helper. That's just a temporary thing to hold them in place. So far, so good. How do you turn off the background music? Is it too loud? How about that? That's going to be a bit better. Sorry, I don't mean it for it to be too loud. Let me have a quick listen here. So far, so good. How do you turn off the background music? Okay, yeah, it was a little bit loud. I turned it down. If it's still too loud, let me know. If you'd rather it off altogether, let me know. We will. We like to accommodate. Okay. Now place the inset. Place the insert on the body. Select either regular insert or 3mm one. So we want the 3mm insert. And that's, which piece are we looking at here? That's this one. That's this one. Oh, I see. Okay, please insert on this. And we don't have any. So this is basically saying to place this insert on here. So it's the 3mm one. Well, that just kind of. Oh, they have definitely changed this a bit, because that kind of just snapped into place there. I'm assuming the 3mm does mean the magnets. Maybe it means the switch, but let's just see. Aligning the magnets and making sure the front magnets do not move out of place. Attach the switch. Note the arrow pointing to the switch pin. Note the arrow pointing to the switch pin. Secure with the M2x10 screws. Note the arrow pointing to the switch pin. Okay, so the switch pin is going to be on the right. The drawing is kind of a little confusing, but I think pull this out. Whoops. I just want to make sure I'm doing the right one here. I'm assuming it's the 3, but I should not make... I'm going to pull this little switch out. This is the guy right here. Okay, there we go. We've lowered it. Yeah. Yeah, and you guys are my judge. I'm not wearing headphones or anything yet, so I can't really hear anything as far as the music goes. So there's our little switch. Now, I want to make sure... earlier on, it should have, yeah. So basically what we need to do here is, if you'll see in this little drawing here, we have to basically take and remove. So basically I'm just going to bend that up. And I should just be able to bend that a couple times. And remove this, basically what we're trying to do right here. And I believe if I squeeze this, let me just grab my little tweezers here. There we go. Don't know where that went, but we wanted to remove that little flip switch. So basically all that's going to probe the bed is that tiny, tiny little switch right there. So that we remove the little wire thing, and that little probe right there is all that's going to hit the bed for doing the probing. Isn't there an arrow on the printed part? Is there an arrow on the printed part? Let's have a look. This is tiny, tiny. No, I don't see an arrow on the printed part, but I'm pretty sure that the drawing shows it pretty well what I need to do. It looks like the switch part goes to the right. And then the little screws go in. Yeah, so I believe... So if I'm correct on this, the switch is going to go on the right-hand side. So we will throw here. I think maybe if I switch, you guys can get a closer look at what I'm doing. Is this? Let me just see if this view is going to work any better. This view might be a little bit better, and you might be wondering what the heck is all this tape in here. This is so that when I'm working on the bench, I know that if I'm within this tape boundary or this area here, you guys can see it. So this guy sits in here like so, and then the switch, there we go. Okay, so the switch goes in just like why is it not? Let me just pull this out and just see. This switch has got to sit in here just like this. Okay. Then this comes in, and oh, I see what's happening. Okay, so basically it's interesting. So the little probes on the switch that you can see sticking through there. There's two little holes beside the magnets, and so the probes on the switch are going to be pushed into those holes so that the switch makes contact with the magnets. Because the actual magnets are going to be the ones transferring the signal through the switch. So we've got to actually take the switch out for now. Put this guy in. So he's in place like this, and now the switch goes in and pushed through and forced, kind of forced into those holes underneath. There we go, just like that. Kind of clicks into place. So we're looking just like this. Okay. And the wiring is going to happen later when we get the wires through the magnet. So now we're going to take this guy and take those little self-tapping screws two of them here. And insert. Now let me grab my tiny. Is this the one? That's not the one. That's too big. That's my two. I need my 1.5 millimeter. And I believe, yeah, of course, the 1.5 millimeter is the one that's broken. So that's when I got to pull out the fancy schmancy hex keys. Line up with the switch tab. Yeah, I think we got this in the right way now. I don't think. I know we got it in the right way. So this is going to go in here. Whoops. I think I just flipped a magnet. What did I just do? Oh, that stupid magnet. Okay, that went in there. Okay. The magnet on the bottom flipped over into the other hole because I lifted this up. Hope I got the magnets still in the right place. I think I've got them the same. I just got to double check. Let's get rid of all these. I just got to double check that the polarity on those two magnets is still in fact the same. Oh man, as I say, working with magnets, especially these ones, can be tricky. That is right, and that is right. Yeah, we didn't lose polarity on this. Okay, so we'll slide this. We'll slide this back in here, and we'll just get these bad boys back in where they should be to hold this in place. There you go. Come on. Everything sticks to these. And there we go. Okay, here we go. Now, I'm going to try and do this without lifting that magnet thing up again now. There we go. Okay. Okay, 1 and 2. Okay, that is all held in place now, so technically I can take that all out, and there's our actual probe portion. So we can lose these magnets now, put them back in the stack. Okay. So let's go ahead and move on. We've done that. Do not move out of place. Attach the switch. Note the arrow pointing to the switch pin with the secure with the M2 turn. So yeah, so we have this, and everything is in place as it should be. Okay. So they show when we take it out, it looks just similar, something like that. I'm just curious what this other one was for. Where was the other? Oh no, it was a different one again altogether. So many pieces. Sometimes I printed too many pieces, confuse myself. Okay. Now, left to right, insert a magnet under the dock via the back hole. Okay, so now we're going to work with the dock, which is this guy here. You see it in the STL. That part holds the switch. Should have an arrow. You see it in the STL. I did not see here. Where's the other one? This is the other one, and I'm just looking. Oh, okay. Very faint. It's in the back, on the back right here, right? Yeah. You know what? It's my eyes probably. Hang on. Let me get my cheaters and see. I think I see where you mean. No? Oh yeah, it's on the back. Or is it? I think it's on the back there, but yeah, it is facing the right way. If that's the arrow I think I'm seeing, then it's definitely facing the right way. It's facing the same way that they are showing in the on the instructions. So yeah, that's very, very faint, but I do see the arrow. I do see it. Actually, just for giggles, I still have the sliced file open here. Let me just have a quick look, just because I can. Let me look on the sliced file and see where they actually are showing that arrow. Here we go. Where are they actually showing it? Is it around in the back? Huh. That's funny, I'm not seeing it on the on this one, or on the one that has the 3 here. Just having a quick peek here. Huh. And on this one, huh. Now I'm not seeing it at all in the slicer. I see the number 3 very clearly. I don't see an arrow. I know it's in the right spot anyways. We're okay. I'm not worrying about it too much. Okay, so we need this piece, and they're saying we got to go around this way. We're going to say put a magnet. Okay, then place a magnet on the dock via the back hole. Then place a magnet in the front of the dock, and insert it onto the back pocket of the probe. Take care to follow the same magnet orientation. Okay, so magnet orientation. This is the critical part. So if we put a magnet in the back here, let's just see. Then place a magnet on the front of the dock and insert it onto the back pocket of the probe. Back pocket of the probe. This is the probe, and the back pocket of the probe is right there. Okay, so this guy, let's just see. Let me just see what's going on here, because this is going to kind of park like, this is going to park itself like this. I see what we're doing. Okay, so basically what they're saying is this is the magnet here that's going to hold the probe into the dock. So we've inserted a magnet here. This polarity doesn't matter, so long as now when I insert a magnet into the back of this, that it's got the right polarity here. So that's easy enough to do. So I'm just going to grab a magnet here, see which way it goes here. So that's the proper polarity to stick it there. So now we're going to grab this, keep the polarity going, and stick it in the back of the probe, like so. So that when this docks, that's basically going to hold it in place just like that. Okay, so that's that. So this is held in when it's put on the. That's going to go on one of these mounts, and that's going to be held in, so we don't have to glue this in. It's going to be held in either on there, or where's the other piece here? Where's it? Or on here. It just depends on which one I'm going to use. So that's how that's going to be held in. Okay, so that's the probe there, and we go there. And if I look on this probe on this machine, yeah. So if I look at the probe I did, we know the switch is on the correct side here. So, okay, we've got this step done. We've done that portion. So now we are looking just like this picture on the bottom here. So if you look at that picture on the bottom there, and then I switch back to here, we are looking pretty much the same as we have on that picture. So far, so good. This is the easy part, though, if I recall. Now we're cutting wires. Now we get into the wiring portion of it. which kind of, if I recall, this is the fun part. Okay, so we're going to need these wires here. These are already stripped for me, so let me just read the instructions and see what they say. Cut 30 centimeters of wire in half to create two 15-centimeter lengths of wire. Remove 7 to 8 millimeters of insulation and rotate the core to prevent loose wires. Okay. So, I don't know if these are measured correctly, but it does say to cut 30 centimeters of wire. Now let's see. Where is my little measuring device? Right here. So 30 centimeters. So we have 10, 20. Well, that's 20 centimeters, or 200 millimeters. So we're going to figure that's right. So I'm going to use what they've got in the instructions, say 30. They probably say to cut 30 centimeters to allow for oopses. So we'll strip that, and we're going to separate these, and then we're going to just come on, get the right ones down. There we go. So we'll separate those. I'm just going to separate these wires a little bit here. Okay. So we have some separation. There we go. We're going to twist the ends like they suggest. Okay. And let me see. There we go. Oops. And then twist this end. Get a little more separation here, that's fine. Okay, now. Okay, we have that. Next. Okay, insert the wire on the holes on the back mount. Back mount. So the back mount is this guy. Now, is this the correct mount? I want to make sure. Yeah, that's the correct mount, because I printed this one and I printed this one. It's got to be, because this one doesn't have holes. Oh, this one's kind of everything all built in one. I wonder if this is this. So this one is almost everything all built into one, but there's no place to put an actual switch. So I think this is the right one right here. So here we go. So we're going to insert the wires into the two holes on the back mount. So let's do this, and this one's going to go, and this is on the outside holes. See, this has 1, 2, 3, 4 holes, but these are going to have to line up with the magnets. This right? This doesn't. Why does this not? Oh yeah, I think it's going to be fine. So the two holes this has got to line up with are the ones that are actually. Okay, so it's the ones that are actually coming through the magnet holes. So this needs to, oops, go in. That's why it's got to be twisted nice and tight. It doesn't matter. Polarity is not going to matter on this. So let's get the first one in, if I can get this in the hole. And I think that's what this tiny little bit is for. To ensure, I'm going to use this right now, to ensure that this hole is cleared, has got enough clearance. There we go. Just clear that out just a little bit. And this one, it just had a little bit of, because it's such a tiny hole that unless you've got 150% perfect tolerances set on your printer, you're going to fill that hole in a little bit. There we go. That should work now. Okay. So we'll put this wire through this hole. There we go. And this wire through this hole, like so. Okay, and now I know what happens next. The magnets sit on here, and come in contact with the wires. So let me make sure though that I'm not lying. Rotate the wires around the other end to prevent from escaping when the mounting is assembled. Okay. Okay, so these wires have got to be cut a little longer because I've got to twist them around and twist them on themselves. So, because that's why they say to cut 7 to 8 millimeters. 7 to 8 millimeters. Well, this should be 7 to 8 millimeters. Let me just check. We are... That is 9 millimeters stripped, but it's not going to fit around to do what they're saying to do. So what they're saying to do here is they're saying to twist the wire back and around itself so that it doesn't come loose. And then what you're going to do is insert the magnets to hold those in place. Okay, so I guess I got to strip a little bit more off these wires. I think. Let me just make sure. Let me make sure if I put this in, maybe I don't have to go in. Come on, get in the hole. Okay, we're in there. We want to come around. Yeah, I'm going to have to strip a little more wire off of this in order to accomplish what they're suggesting I need to accomplish. Okay, which is fine. I think there's lots of spare wire for the distance I got to go here, so I'm not overly worried. So let's try that much. And let's try that much. There we go. Let's try this one more time. Twist these up. Okay, now we come through. Come on, get in the hole. Wow, I'm gonna twist these really, really to a point. There we go. There's that one. So this one. So now what they basically want you to do is come around. Oh, it's still almost a little too short. So I need to strip a little bit more here. Okay, well, got to do what we got to do. Okay, this has got to work. Did you print the parts or did they come in the kit? I printed the parts. I printed every Clicky probe part that was on that list, even though I knew I wasn't going to need them all. Because I wanted to have what I needed printed. There we go. So that one's in. Now we can take this around and it just barely fits. Oh, it's not even, yeah, okay, I gotta come a little bit more. I remember having to do this on my last one too. It's just, I thought, man, that's a ridiculous amount of wire to strip off, but the fact that it's got to come around and bend around so it doesn't come loose, it's all right. Okay. Okay, get in there. In the hole. There we go. This is definitely going to be enough. Okay, so we have that one on. Oh, here I'm twisting at this. Ow, ow, ow. Man, I had a stray wire there, and when a stray wire pokes into your fingers, it's not the most pleasant feeling in the world. Okay, and then we'll throw this one in. Okay. Hey, Crop Star. I don't know why I just remembered a Zen Bender that's sending me the touch. The tap. Okay, and then we'll twist this one on. There we go. That's what I was after doing, is being able to twist that on there. And that's going to sit here. Now the magnets are going to come in here. But they've got to be the same polarity as these ones, so the opposite. So basically we're going to put a magnet there, we're going to put a magnet there. Now what's this third one for? Now this is showing a little different image. Hang on a minute here. Yeah, they've changed the design on this slightly on me. They have changed this slightly. Huh. Let me think. So there's this guy here. Okay, I know I've printed all the parts, but this just, something is not right on here. I need to, I'm just examining all these parts here again. They either changed this one part or I didn't print the right part. I'm sure I printed the right part. But let me be sure here. Okay. Because that part does not look... Well, it definitely is. Okay, hang on a minute here. Put 2 magnets in the top probe front magnets. Which we did. We put 2 magnets in the top probe front magnets. Okay, insert the correct front mount on the magnet so that they remain attached to the probe. Okay, so we have the probe is in the dock. Okay, this way. Let's think here for a minute here. I have to think here for a minute. So this one, I'm confused. Just, oh, there we go. So this piece this is what we're looking for right here. Here, I believe. And these magnets go in here, and this magnet, come on, this magnet goes in here, and this one, get in there. Okay, I'm just going to do this by hand, and this one goes in here like that. Okay. Whoa! See what I mean? When you're trying to hold magnets in place, it's tricky. Oh, Zixelter. Gad. Zixelter, thank you. I'm sorry. It was Zixelter that sent the tap. I'm getting you guys all mixed up, and I apologize. I knew you'd be on. I knew you'd pop on eventually. Okay, so these guys, oh man, they stay like this. They don't want to stay in place, though. They make it look so easy in the diagram. You go there. Stay. You go there. Now stay. And you sit on top of there. Okay, whatever. Let's just move on and just see where we're going next with this. And then... what the heck? And then that's doing... okay, I have obviously got the wrong piece here. Let's see. This piece has got to be wrong. Unless that they skip. No. Let's just see. Have they changed this? This seems like it's I wonder if they've changed this a little bit. Let me go look. Let me just go look at the STLs. Let me just go look and see. Let me go back up here. I'm just going to look at the STLs here and see if they changed something or if I missed something. Okay, this is the back that they're saying to have. Mounts the afterburner and stealth burner. That's the part they're saying. The that's not the part I printed. I printed a very similar one, but it's not that part. So let me go back up to the STLs and see. So the NG Afterburner Stealth Burner mount front. So that one there. Okay, we've done that one. Mount base. This is the one. Whoa, did I print the wrong part? I printed the wrong part. Son of a dog gun. Okay, that's no problem. That's what live streams are for. And here I printed all this other crap, making sure I didn't print or didn't miss a part. I obviously missed this part. Well, that is not embarrassing, is it? Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and download that part. Let's make sure, before I get too carried away, that I've got all the other parts. So the front mount, that's this part right here. Let's make sure that that is the actual part that I have. I wonder if I printed. So that looks like, see, this doesn't look like the same part either. Holy crap. At least the probe part's right. Is that this one here? Let's see, is that, nope. That kind of looks like this part here, but the holes are bigger. The holes are bigger. Although that part that I'm looking at right there kind of looks like this one right here, but the holes look so much bigger on the screen. So because these are very fast parts to print, I'm going to download that one as well. Um, 3mm cap. See, that's different than the one. That's different than the. What's the date on these things? Let's see. How long ago were these things? Last month. Okay. So I think they've updated some parts since the last time I built one of these, because this was a few months ago. Yeah, I've got the, actually, while I'm here, why don't I just quickly, thank you for saying that. I'm going to just really quickly get the bed heated up here. I got the 2.4 right behind me here. It'll go pretty quick on there. I'll just start the bed heating because that takes the longest. Okay. So let's have a look. So I don't recall printing this part, which is the cap, before. I do not recall that. That's the NG cap. And that a month ago. Okay, so they've obviously made some alterations to this thing. And there's the probe body, which is 1 month ago, which is that the same body that I just did? I'm sure that is. That looks like, let me grab the body out of here. That does look like the same body that I just did and assembled. So I think we're okay with that one. Let's just make sure. Yes, that probe body is okay. And let's see, what's the other one here we have? We have the 3mm probe insert, which is the one I used, which is the same one that we have on there now, which is good. So those pieces are good. Let's just make sure that that's, yeah, that is right. Okay, so we got that piece right. Probe insert 3mm. Klicky NG STL, that's just all of them. The zip. Klicky NG tiny M mount base. Tiny mount front. Oh, you know what I bet I did? No, I don't need that one. I'm not doing the Klicky probe tiny. Magnet helper. That's, yeah, okay. I think it's just those two pieces I need. I'm going to go back. And I'm going to, actually, I should be on the display here for you guys. See the arrow on the probe body. Oh, on the body. Okay. Oh, let's just see. Hang on. Probe body. Probe dock. Pro body, no glue, boom, and what arrow? What arrow? Hang on. Come on, come on, I'm confused. Come on, there we go. Oh, I see. Oh, the arrow right there. Okay, yeah. Okay, and that wants it to go, and I did put it on the right side. There we go, okay. Oh, now I see it on my printed part. Okay. I was not looking in the right spot. I see where you mean now. It's right, you can just kind of see it in the red right there. Right in that red, and that bump. Okay. Klicky Probe V2 STL. It's on here too, though. Am I in the wrong version? No, I'm on the right. This has got to be the right version. Clicky NG. Because I'm not using the Klicky Probe, which is probably on here. Oh, this is where you're looking. Klicky Probe 2 V2 STL. You're looking right there. Oh, there it is. Okay. But yeah, I'm not using this one. And it is on the NG. I'm using the, if I go back a little bit, I'm using the Klicky NG. Basically no glue. And it's the same. And if I go Klicky Probe body, right there, no glue probe body. It's on here. It's just not as easy to see. It's right there. Oh, I'm on the, not in the window. So yeah, it's right here on this one. So yeah, you're looking at the regular one. I'm looking at the non-glue one. So yeah, but it's there. Okay, so we're good. Okay, I'm just going to quickly go back to this one and make sure that I'm not missing any other pieces. So we're good up to here. We're good up to here. We're good up to here on the dock. So that's all good. Now when we get to here, it's this piece I need, and then we're coming back, and we need that piece which I'm printing. But I don't know what the cap is for. What they're saying. Okay, so well, we got that warmed up. Let's just print those couple pieces real quick. It shouldn't take long, so let's have a peek and see. I've downloaded them. Where's my slicer? Okay, there's my slicer. There's the bed of parts I printed before, and obviously I did not print the right part. Anyways, so let's Command A all those. Let's delete all those. Okay, let's go to my downloads. Oh, come on, downloads. I have to close so many windows. And I'll just print these two pieces. I don't know what this cap is for. But we'll print it anyways. And Klicky Probe NG ASBS, so the Afterburner Stealth Burner mount. That's that one. And then we have the ASBS mount base. So that's that one. We will sort these out like this. I can just slice because we've already got, and it's going to take 37 minutes. Oh well, that's fine. And let's just go ahead and send it. And Klicky NG cap, we'll just upload it. Go down, we will open the, let's open clipper. There it is right there. We will print. And it's in the same color filament. I just have to clean this nozzle a tad so I get accurate probe readings. There we go. And we will start printing shortly here. Okay, so I can take this part apart. I thought, wow, they've changed something, but it just turns out I have the wrong base printed. I'm sure this would work for something else, but this does not go together with the parts that I have. So in the meantime, while we're waiting for that to print, I just lost all my comments. Where's my YouTube window? It is right there. Is that the YouTube window that I'm on? Were you able to grab a discount code to order the Voron kit? No. I talked to, I have talked to, here, let me switch, let me get myself back on here. I did reach out to LDO, and basically was told that it's up to the individual distributors. So I talked to my local guy, 3D Lab Tech, He said he's not doing any discount codes right now, especially this time of year, because he's number one, he's back ordered on a lot of stuff because he's got so many orders to fill. So, and I haven't yet reached out to Sparta 3D, but I will be reaching out to Sparta 3D. So I will see what if they're willing to. And are you in the U.S., Michael? Or are you in Canada? I know these guys do deliver to the U.S., but if there's a U.S. distributor, it may be a lot less in shipping. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this was all correct. This up to this point here, because that looks exactly like the dock. So now, while we're waiting, let me grab my tiny little soldering gun, because I know we have to put some. You're in Ontario. Okay, well, I will definitely reach out to Sparta 3D then, who is in Ontario, and I'll see if they're willing to help me out with a discount code. First people I reached out to, of course, was LDO. I'm gonna throw that one out. Get a new heat inset on this, because that one had a little bit of melted ABS on it. And we'll throw this one on. Just like this. There we go. Okay, so we're going to need to put some heat insets on these things. Oh, you know what? I've been doing some... Oh, I've got a plug down here. Good, hold on. Yeah. I'm doing some... Yeah, this should work. Hopefully this is long enough. There we go. I've been doing some wire cleaning up, and I got rid of my desktop plug, and I got to get another desktop plug here somewhere. I want to get a plug kind of down off to the side here so that I can just plug stuff in. The one up here was just too intrusive on the desk. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly zip back over to the Clicky probe window and make sure that I get the proper... It was this one. I want to get the heat insets where they got to go. Where's the mounts? Okay, we're on the probe part here. I need to go to the mount. Okay, this just keeps... The rest of this just basically tells you how to set up and align your probe. Let's see. Where's the mount? And I believe it's right here. No. Okay, there's the different options. Okay. Okay, so what I did, if we check out this display here, what I did is I printed the part for the regular Clicky. That's the part there that I printed. So I was definitely printing the wrong part. That one would have required glue, blah, blah, blah. So for some reason, I printed the wrong part. And this is the part I needed to print, was a Clicky NG. So I'm hoping I did put this in the right. Yeah, I did get this one right. This one is correct. Okay. Yes. Okay, but what I need, assembly instruction, which is what I believe I was just on. Yeah. So I just need to figure out where I got to put these heat insets while we're waiting for this to print. I believe it's back under probes. No, it's on the Clicky probe. We want the mounts. Macros for, I think it's under printers. Voron, Legacy Trident. There it is right here. Okay. So I need to put... I saw it just earlier. There we go. So yeah, so we need to put heat insets into these. Hey Zenbender, how are you, sir? I was just talking about you earlier. I got you mixed up with Exalta for some reason. I apologize. Although I think that's flattering to mix you up with him, but hey, it's okay. You guys, there's so many of you. So many. So I'm going to throw some heat insets. I'm going to put it in... I don't know what I'm using yet. So I'm going to switch back over here. And we're going to Go to this camera, we're going to go here. I don't know what I'm using, so I'm going to put heat insets in everything that I need to put heat insets, even if I'm not going to use the part, because I'd rather have it ready and not need it than need it and not have it ready. We have started the printing, we're doing the leveling and everything now, so let's go ahead and, because I got tons of heat insets. I mean, I'm definitely not worried about wasting these things. There's more than enough. I could build 3 more printers with the amount of these things I have now. No, I'm not going to hold the soldering iron like a pencil. Sorry. Oh, that was way too deep. That just means I'll have to use a shorter screw. A longer screw. That was by mistake. I went deep because I put a brand new little tip on here and oh wow, well that's still that'll be okay. I put a brand new tip on there and I thought I was still sinking in the heat inset because I'm used to the tip being black. That's funny. So I don't know if I'll be using this one, that one. Okay, hopefully maybe this one. Doing better. Been stressed last couple months with a breakup. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Zen. Having to find an affordable place where you can live with your 100-pound dog. Oh, man. Oh, you accepted a job offer. Go. I'm so sorry to hear about the breakup, Zen. I hope you do well. I hope, you know, hope everything works out for you. That's not easy. I know what it's like. Okay, those two. Yeah, this one I sunk in a bit too far, but it's okay. Nothing a little longer screw won't fix. Now, I believe we need it on those parts, and then we need it on, I think that's it. Unless, so what's going to happen, depending on which one I use, so we have this one that's the left, or the right one. This is a left one, and we have our adjustable height probe mount, which involves these 3 pieces. So I don't believe, I do need to put a heat inset on this one, don't I? Let me have a look. I want to find the mounts and find the adjustable mount, but I believe I need heat insets on the bottom of this guy, because he will be the one. Let me think about this for a minute. He's going to be up like this. No, hang on a minute. Oh, this confused me the same way it did last time. This guy kind of rides up. No, this guy is for here. This goes into the rail. This guy sits here. And then this guy, there we go. So this one would sit into the extruder, into the extrusion. This one sits here, which allows me to push this up and down on the extrusion depending on the height that I need. And then this one here comes underneath, like so, and that allows to be pushed in and out depending on how far out you need it. So basically this is the best of both worlds for this. So yeah, so I definitely need heat insets in this one in case I choose to use this one. Okay, so let's get this in. Let's not put it in too far. Hang on, I got to do something real quick here before I continue. I'll put this on here. My eyes are just so dry, and I'm supposed to be putting drops in. There we are. I have to be putting drops in my eye, my one eye at least, every hour. So there we go. Because the more moisture, the moisture helps your eyes heal. Because in order to regenerate the cells need moisture in order to do their job. Just imagine Okay, come on. Let those the drops just got to kick in a little bit here. They're kind of a little fuzzy now. There we go. I think I'm okay. Well, we'll see. We're going to go ahead for it anyways. There we go. It's like it was explained to me. Imagine the moisture really helps the healing process, and if you think about it, everybody and their brother has bit their tongue or bit their cheek or cut the inside of their mouth some at one point or another in life. And look how fast your mouth heals compared to a cut on your hands or something. And that's because of all the moisture in your mouth. So, hence the reason to keep my eyes moist. Now these ones also need heat insets because this will join onto this. That's not the right one. This will... Hang on a second here. What am I mixing up here? Oh, that's for these. Jeez, what am I thinking? I'm just confused. These are for these. So this is for this one, and this is if I do a left one here. So that's for these. This will also need a heat inset in case I'm coming and I end up putting the where is it? It's right here. In case I end up putting this on here instead. So I'm just going to use my heat insets and do this one and the left one and the right one. It's 4 more heat insets, and print is going to start any second now. And then we'll be able to finish this off. And if we don't finish it off tonight, 9:30. Holy crap, where'd the time go? I just started streaming. How long have I been streaming? 71 minutes. Holy crap. Oh well. We'll maybe get these parts printed. I've always got tomorrow to continue. Man, my eyes are just going. Oh man, I can't read that too well. I put the drops in, and there we go. Let's have a look. She got what they call ESA, emotional support animal. Okay, letter for your dog. You got now no place can refuse them. Also cannot charge me a dog deposit. Oh really? I didn't know that. Okay. The fully adjustable one isn't the prettiest, however it is the easiest one to use and fits. Yes. Maybe, you know what, you got a good point there. Maybe I will save these and just use the adjustable, because that's what I ended up using on the 2.4. Because really, when you think about it, let me just, I'm glad you said that, Zen, because when you think about it, if we use this one with either the left or the right or whatever, or just this one is just without the left right, this is just straight on, you're fixed in an exact position. Boom, you're fixed. Is that the right way? Yeah, you're fixed in an exact position that your hot end has to actually coincidentally line up with, which on the Voron 2.4 build it didn't. It was way off. Same with this one here. You're fixed like this, forgive me, like this and like this. You're fixed in an exact position. You don't have any movement this way, or actually you don't have any movement this way. Doesn't matter because you're going to set that in the config file, but you don't have any movement this way or this way on this one. Okay, and so you know what, you got a good point. I should just stick with the adjustable one to begin with, which is these 3 pieces right here, and as they say in, where do they say it? Damn the rest of them. So let's just do that. I just got a little bit of extra plastic to deal with is all. So there's our main components. I'm pretty sure, and I'm hoping, I'm positive I got this part right. These 2 magnets don't need to be on there right now. Where are my other magnets? Right there. It's always easy to find magnets. They stick to things, so. Yeah, I don't know if the bend warped a little or what. Yeah. Well, on the fixed one, when I first put it on the 2.4, it was literally, we're speaking 5 to 10 millimeters off. So yeah, I don't know. why it didn't work, but it's nice to have that little bit of adjustment. So good for, I'm glad you said that. Kind of talked myself out of doing that now. Is that still, yeah, that's still hot. Okay. Where can I put that to cool off? Let's put that just over here. Okay, so good. So on this one then, I don't need any more heat insets on this. Or is this, no, this one, let me think, on this adjustable. I want to try and find, let's go over here, I want to try and find the adjustable mount. Okay, there's the adjustable mount right there. Okay, so that's the top piece, which I've got right here. That's the piece that goes onto the extruder, and then that piece comes down under here. So I do need some heat insets on these. Okay, looks like I need to put 4 heat insets underneath here, and it looks like I need to put 4 heat insets on the back of this piece. So if I go back to this one, are they going to show me the mount assembly? Let's see. That's the standard mount assembly there. Let me see. Sorry if I'm scrolling too fast. I'm just looking for the one specific. I'm looking for this one. So there's the different mounts you can get, basically. Your legacy fixed, your fixed side mount right, your fixed side mount left, your variable, or you're just straight on fixed mount. And I think the variable is a smart way to go. So on the variable, let's go back to that picture. Okay, so if we go back to that picture, we definitely, let's see, the 4 holes here. Okay, so we're going to need, yes, I will need heat insets on here. So what I'm looking at here is this piece is going to go here, and it slides. This allows the up and down movement because this is the one that attaches to the extrusion. So this one's going to slide up and down. So I'm going to need heat insets on 4 of these so that I can loosen and tighten on here. And then that aside, this one sits here, and if I scroll down a little bit, this is correct. So then this one sits on top of here, which allows this to slide in and out this way. So I will need 4 heat insets on here too. So we got to plug this back in again. Sometimes I'm slow, as you all know, but I get there. Let's get this done while we're waiting for the print to finish. Okay, and where's that little bag of heat insets they sent? Right here. I'm just gonna dump this into my drawer. I don't know why there's a little ducky in my drawer, but there is. Okay, come on, ducky. There we go. Oh, why is my YouTube feed frozen again? No, I guess it's not. I think there's just a big delay on the YouTube. And I'm still showing in 360p. Why is that? Wow, okay. Hopefully you guys see, I'm broadcasting 1080p, so it should be 1080p. So I'm going to do this one first. So we'll just sink these guys. Oh, my eyes have cleared up big time now that the drops have set in. Okay, we'll do these 2 at a time so I don't melt the other ones. Okay, so let's go ahead and get these put in. I don't want to go too far, but I don't want to go too shallow. Okay, let's just see. Those are good. And 2 more right beside these ones. It's like 4 snug bugs in a rug. So, the big news today. What's everybody think of the massive big news today? And I'm pretty sure I don't even have to tell you what it is. It's been all over YouTube and Twitter and Facebook. Hell froze over today, folks. So I'm sure that was a lot of... I'm sure that was on a lot of people's mind. Oh, that'll happen when hell freezes over. Blah, blah, blah. There we go. So there's those 4. Okay, 4 more in here. One. Oh, these holes are a little bit... Let me grab a drill bit here. These holes have a little bit of... because this printed this way, we have a little bit of droop on the top of these holes. Little bit of droop. So I just need to clean them out a bit. There we go. Yeah, Simplify 3Ds, John, for sure. Simplify 3D version 5. That's why I said hell froze over, because a lot of people... if you guys ever look back at any of my messages and some of the live streams, whatever, I always said they're going to eventually release it. I looked up the CEO, the CFO, the company was still around, the company was still in business doing things. I don't think Simplify 3D is the only thing that the parent company does. And I said, they're going to come out with a release, it's only a matter of when, and is it going to be too late? Is the community going to give up on them now? So yeah, they came out with Simplify 3D version 5. It's available for download. It is a paid upgrade. Okay, let's put it this way. If you've purchased Simplify 3D within the last 12 months, which I'm sure nobody has, it's a free upgrade. If you've not, and you have a Simplify 3D 4 license, yes, it's $59 US to upgrade to it. Now, there is a lot of controversy out there, a lot of legitimate... Hang on, I shouldn't talk while I'm pressing these things in. I went a little too far. We're okay. There's a lot of legitimate reasons why people are saying, why would I upgrade? None of the features in it are new. Everything that they've said is the new features in it is already available in the free slicers, and that's true. For the most part, that's true. Now, personally, 1080p on your end, good. Thanks so much, Design, Build, Repair It. Yeah, it was just my YouTube stream. For some reason, when I get on YouTube, it defaults me to the lowest resolution possible. And I think that's the last one, just a little bit here. You guys aren't even seeing what I'm doing, but there we go. That's not like you're missing anything too exciting. There we go. So we got those insets done. But, okay, where I was going with this is personally, in my opinion, and I'm going to get some, I know I'll take some flack for this, but I think Simplify 3D, okay, when I first got into 3D printing, that's what I did. I didn't know a lot better, and back then it was Slick XR or Slick R, whatever it was for the Prusa slicer. Cura was apparently just garbage back then. We're speaking 3.5, 4 years. Simplify 3D looked interesting to me. I read the reviews on it. So I bought Simplify 3D, a license for version 4, and that's what I learned to slice on with Simplify 3D. So skip ahead, you get Prusa Slicer comes out, Cura gets a little better. I've never liked Cura. I don't want to offend anybody, but I've just never liked Cura. I find it hard to get around in. I find it hard to find things. So then I went with Prusa Slicer for a bit, still use Simplify 3D on and off for different things, then skip ahead again, Super Slicer comes out, you have slicers galore. But with all the slicers I've used and all the slicers I've seen, I still think Simplify 3D, agree with me or not, I think it has the best GUI of all of them. I think it's the easiest one to learn of all of them, my opinion. So I just find that the way they've laid out the GUI, the way it's all, it makes more logical sense to me the way they've done it than the other ones. So that's my opinion. So is it worth the upgrade? It just depends on what you find easiest to use. I did the upgrade because I want to be able to give an honest opinion on it, and the only way to give an honest opinion on it is to use it. So we'll see what happens. You have to up the quality sometimes. It lowers to 380. Yeah, that's what mine does. It lowers to 380. So okay. Yeah, and that's the thing is, you think about it. If you're not upgrading to 4 and you want to buy 5, they're charging $199 US. And people, and you'll say, well, who would pay that? Well, we don't know. We don't know the financial situation of the company. They must have some good backing, or be doing other ventures other than this in order to be around 3 years later for a release like this, when maybe over 50% of their users have jumped ship. We don't know if they have corporate accounts. They possibly have corporate accounts that are using their software, that have just been using their software because it's been doing what they need for the jobs they do, and those corporate accounts are jumping on board saying, great, new release, we'll buy it. So we don't know. We don't know what other businesses they're involved in. I'm sure that they don't just cater to the hobbyists like us. So yeah, it's a hard no. Again, it depends on, again, they may have corporate clients that are using them, that say, we're sticking with these guys, we know it, it's what works best on our equipment, in our production facility, in our farm, etc. They'll pay the upgrade licenses, they'll pay for more licenses or whatever. But then again, companies like that, they make it back, right? So, but I see where you're coming from, definitely. If I didn't have a license for 4, like let's suppose I had one of those, I don't know, hack copies, whatever, there's no way I'd pay $200 US for the software, as you say, when the other stuff is out there free. But I did have a license for 4 because I started using 4 when I first got into 3D printing, because to me it was the least confusing of all the slicers for me personally to use, and I still think it's the best graphic user interface out there. So yeah, yep. That's me. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But given that I haven't used it in so long, that I have to kind of relearn some of it, and then they've added some new features and blah blah blah. So yeah, it's pretty interesting though. But yeah, it was big news today. It's like I was thinking hell froze over because version 5 is out. So okay, we have all the parts ready for the adjustable. We're just waiting for these parts to finish printing. We got our wires all stripped. Hopefully I didn't, oh no, that's plenty long enough from the probe up to the, and if not, I can always make a new wire. Yeah, so there's our magnets. Let's not lose our magnets. Or we'll stick them to the hex key. That way I won't lose them. Then we have a crap load of spare parts here. Why I printed all of these, I don't know, but hey, I'll keep them. Maybe one of these will fit on. If I do another 01, I'll put a Klicky probe on it, like it needs it. Yeah. So, okay, so how are we doing on this print? Let's just go and have a look at the stats on this print. There's the window. We are 52%. Whoa, that's not much. But it's working. Man, this, I put a BQ flex plate on this bed. I don't know if anybody out there has tried the BQ flex plates, the black ones. And prints stick to that thing like you wouldn't believe. They almost stick too good. My first layer is perfect, but for some reason I always have trouble getting my skirt off. Why did that just sound so wrong in my head? Anyways, my skirt sticks big time and I have trouble getting my skirt off. I end up having to take my Fat Max and gently going around and scraping the skirt off of it. So fortunately it's not an expensive build plate, but it's a double-sided textured build plate, and it just the ABS and PLA stick to it like glue. It's great. I haven't tried PETG, and I probably won't. Well, I might, because it is textured, so I'm just hoping PETG doesn't ruin it. But as I say, I think it was a $35 build plate, so we will see what happens. Look at the Adobe prices for they went for. Oh, I have an Adobe because of my full-time business. I have an Adobe CC, whatever you want to call it. I have an Adobe subscription. I pay monthly for Adobe, $59 a month Canadian or something, whatever it is, $65 a month for Adobe. You figure over, let's see, $60 times 12. 720 a year, and I've had that for probably 8 years now, more than that. I'm going to say 9, so I've spent $6,500 on Adobe software over the last 8 or 9 years. But we make money with it, right? So we average in graphics, we do around $1,500 to $2,000 a month in graphics. So we make that money back. But still, yes, that's a subscription service, whereas Simplify is one-time purchase. So as long as you're on 5.xx, you're going to get those upgrades right through the 5.xx, like you did through the 4.xx, okay? Free upgrades. If they ever do a major release, which is going to be a 6.xx, you'll pay probably another $49, $59 upgrade fee for the 6.xx. That company has to do it because it's their slicer, they don't sell printers, etc., etc. But I'm pretty sure that their parent company or their people in charge are into other businesses. I'm positive. If you Google it and you search far enough, you'll see that there are a few. Their annual sales for the company are between $500,000 and $1 million. So they're doing something. So yeah. I have to make what into a short? Best clip for a short. What did I? I'll edit it and make it into a short. But I gotta. Which one? What was I saying? I talk and talk and talk, and by the time I see the chat, it's like, what did I say? What did I say to make into a short? I got to do more shorts, so that will possibly be a short clip if I remember what it was. Look at a 60-year-old brain here, you know, you're dealing with. Oh, the skirt comment. Yes, I do. Yes, I always have trouble getting my skirt off. Okay, I'll think about that, John. Although somebody could be out there and clip it and do it anyways, but we'll see. Now, why would that edit that? I have to show that comment because it bleeped that out. I can't get my skirt off. Or I have to use this to get my skirt off. It's so tight. There we go. Okay, well, let's see. We are 9:50. We're 10 o'clock. I'm gonna, and this print is still 67%. So I think what I'll do, just because it's getting late, and I got a busy day tomorrow, I'm going to, what's this plastic bag from? Maybe that's where I should put my skirt remnants. We'll let this finish printing. Let's call it a night now. We'll pick this back up tomorrow, similar time. I'll finish off the probe, which there's not much left to do in the probe once we're at this point. We're just a matter of inserting the wires, inserting the magnets, ensuring things are working, and then basically screwing it onto the hot end mount. And then the hot end can go on, and we can go on from there. And Sunday we can continue with what we need to do with all the drag chains and the wiring. So, hey, that's okay, Andrew. We're just going to wrap it up now. We've been going for a bit, and I had to print some more parts. This is a good chisel. This is a nice chisel. It's called the Fat Max, right? So it folds up into a handle like this. And once you get used to using it, you just basically, you can single-handedly unfold it I have not yet been able to, let me see. You might want to clip this. I've not yet been able to single-handedly fold it up. Hang on. Maybe if I do this, although it's not very smooth, but you can go boom. Oh, okay, see, that almost took a finger. But yeah, but it's easier just to open it up like that. But this thing is heavy, and this thing is deadly sharp, so I would not want to drop that or, you know, inadvertently drop it and attempt to catch it like you instinctively do, so we won't do that. So, anyways, with that said, and with me cutting my fingers off on stream, we'll call this a night. We will finish this up tomorrow, and then that way we're going to be all set for Sunday, where we don't have to wait while I build a Klicky probe or wait while I do yada yada yada. So a butterfly chisel, that's exactly what it is. So everybody have a good night. We will chat with you guys, whoever wants to come on tomorrow. And again, we're doing our standard Sunday stream, but always keep an eye out on the YouTubes. Hit that subscribe and notify button, because you never know when I'm just going to pop on an impromptu live like I did tonight. So talk to everybody later. Have a good night. Stay safe, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it very much. Bye for now.